amazing how quickly the leaves spring forth on the trees. Perhaps that's why we call it spring. Last week at this time, this day of the week, this was all just bare limbs, maybe a few buds. Now it's looking quite luscious and green. I'm in the cupola at the fire tower in Elliot Lake. Quite strong winds, and there's a noise coming from the tower up above. I believe these are elderberry blossoms. Well, it was overcast and miserable this morning. I didn't think I'd get out at all today, but then the sun came out and I thought it'd be nice to come up to the top of the fire tower hill and see what the hillsides look like right now, and I can see they've all greened up quite a bit above Elliot Lake here. Lovely. I went hiking on the other side. The trail takes off in two directions from the fire tower, and I went the other direction last time I was up here in the fall. So I think what I'll do is go in I think it's the southerly direction this time. Oh, look at these pretty blossoms. Looks like pin cherry, I think. Over this beautiful little lake. Elliot Lake certainly has enough lakes around, that's for sure. Oh, I see a little blossom down below me. I'll have to get a closer look at that. Oh, perfect. Nice breeze will keep the black flies away, I think, too. Well, there are some tiny blossoms. I'm going to have to look up when I get home. I don't know what they are. Kind of on a tall, thin stem with a few leaves at the base. Cute. I have yet to find any trilliums up this way. Every time I want to find trilliums, I go back to Manitoulin Island. So, I don't know, this bush looks like it should have some, hardwood bush. But I don't know, maybe it's too far north for trilliums or what. Here are some young ferns untwirling their fiddleheads. I'm gonna have a bit of a climb on my way back. So far it's been all pretty much downhill, so well, it is what it is. If you want to hike a trail, you got to take what comes. Some flat rock here I'm walking on. Gotta be careful, don't slip. Got good traction on these shoes though. Oh, what a splendid bush. Isn't that beautiful? Just beautiful. And there's enough wind, it really is keeping the black fly population down to a minimum. There's a bunch of club moss. That stays green all winter long. I believe this is false Solomon seal that's growing up and bending over. It'll get a blossom eventually. Fresh spring greens. I don't know if this is cucumber root starting up or if it's going to be starflower. Probably starflower. That looks like two little buds for starflower. This looks more like cucumber root right here. Yeah, I think that's what that is. It's hard to tell when they don't have their blossoms or berries on them. It's a short drive from my house up to the fire tower, and that's why I don't hike this trail, or haven't hiked it yet, even though I've been in town for 4.5 years. So yeah, I don't get to do this as much simply because I'd have to drive there, and I have that beautiful bush behind my house that I can walk in without driving anywhere. So, but this is really pretty in here. I'm glad I came. I think I could probably ride my bicycle out here. No, second thought. I'd have to walk my bicycle up the hill to the fire tower. That's way too steep for my bike and my legs. Well, I am going to have a climb coming back up out of this valley once I get down here. And I noticed there's fewer breezes passing me, and that means the black flies are a little thicker. Can't stop quite as easily to take pictures, or they find me and start trying to bite me. There's a muddy patch. I wonder if looks like somebody else has been walking around it, so I think we'll go this way. ledge along this left-hand side of the trail. I see what looks like running water, like there's a little stream going down the trail. Hope I can get through there. I'm curious if this takes me down to one of those lakes that I was taking pictures of from the fire tower. Here's another little white flower. I'm not familiar with what name it has. There's a couple of them in here. I don't know. See if I can find it when I get back home on the computer and ID it. Looks like we're coming into a stand of fir trees. Usually not too much in the way of vegetation around their base. But I might be getting closer to the lakes if you're surrounded by these. We'll see. Just as I declare the evergreen bush as having very little vegetation, what should I come upon but a blue bead lily that hasn't opened yet. It's still in bud form, but I'm pretty sure that's what that is. Gets a pretty little yellow flower and then blue beads later on. Blueberries that look very pretty. That's where I am in the evergreen bush. Blue usually means there's water, at least on some trail markers or trails. They mark access to water with blue, so maybe this is going to take me up to overlook the lake or get close to the lake. Lovely, eh? There you can see that beautiful hillside with all the fresh varying colors of spring. A little bit of orange, a little bit of yellow, a little bit of green. Very nice. Oh yeah, there's the lake over there. Not really at the lake surface, but lake level, but a nice view from up here. Gee, I had no idea. I'm always discovering something lovely about Elliot Lake that I didn't know existed. My kind of town. Thinking of that song, My Kind of Town, Chicago, Chicago. Well, little Elliot Lake is my kind of town. And here at the lookout is some service berry, looking very pretty with its kind of rusty red leaves and its white blossoms. Isn't that pretty? Very nice. Yeah, I'm just on this rocky cliff here, which goes quite a ways down there, so I won't get too close to the edge. The trail doesn't go down there because I don't really feel like climbing today. Although sometimes curiosity gets the better of me. I think these are blueberry blossoms in here. These little tiny bells. I think, I'm pretty sure. A whole bunch of them in here. Bet you the bears love to visit this site when the berries are in full force. Look at all the blueberries on this ridge. Lots and lots of blueberry blossoms. Really good picking here. Provided, of course, that the bears don't get here sooner than I do, but actually I shouldn't steal the berries from the bears. They need nourishment. They don't have grocery stores they can shop at to buy them. Well, I'm glad I started out just after lunch to give myself plenty of time, because I would hate to have to stop because of shortness of time left. And I'm really curious as to where I end up with this trail. I suppose if I had looked at the map at the beginning of the trail I would probably know, but I get so excited to try a new trail, I sometimes don't bother. I suppose looking at the map is sort of like looking at the last page in a book. So you know how it ends, and you miss all the fun of discovering it as you go. So, I don't know. I guess I like the adventure. I always like not knowing what's over the next hill and being curious about where it's going to take me. Oh, I see a sign up here, and it looks like an ATV trail coming up, so pretty soon I will know where I am. Probably. Could be the Horn Lake Trail, I don't know. I've been on that trail. Oh, here we've got a little stream. They put in a nice culvert so you could get across it. Look at that. Where are we? Oh, no, just it says Fire Tower Lookout Trail, so. And this is an ATV trail or road. There's a big rock and another sign over here, so let's see what that says. Westerner Lake Trail. Oh, I think that should take me down to the lake then. Please stay on trail. Well, let's see where this goes. I got plenty of time. Probably goes all the way down to the lake, I suspect. A bit of water dripping off that rock up there. I think the snow's all melted, so I'm not sure what that's coming from. So there's the trail that I'm walking down, the ATV trail or whatever. And here's this lovely stream along the roadside. A little bit of a waterfall right there. And I can see some water down there, so I guess this is going to take me to the lake. Oh, what a grand discovery. I had no idea I could have this kind of walking. Beautiful. And there's the lake. I'm a little confused by the signs. One sign appeared to say that this trail was private property and no trespassing, but the other sign I first saw seemed to suggest that this is a trail that you can hike as long as you stay on the trail, just don't go into the bush, so I'm a little confused. Hopefully I'm not trespassing. I guess I missed this sign going down to the lake. I was so concentrating on the lake, I didn't see this trail sign. So this is where the trail's supposed to go. To the lake shore. I met a couple of bikers on the trail, mountain bikes, and they told me it wasn't too much further ahead, so I was able to manage to get to the proper lookout from this trail, Westerner Lake Trail, where I'm not trespassing. Oh, it's beautiful down here. But now I have to head back up the hill to the fire tower, and that's going to be quite a trek, so I better head back.